Welcome to day 3 of the GT Bank Food and Drink Fair 2018. I'm absolutely excited. It's been a great run so far. A lot of vendors, a lot of people, beautiful food to eat, and also absolutely amazing masterclasses. My name is Ife Igwe, and I'll be with you right here at the commentary box. Speaking about masterclasses, the first masterclass will be handled by the beautiful Chef Siba Mutungana, and she's right here with me. How are you?
Good, and how are you?
I told you she was beautiful. I'm very well, thank you. I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you.
It's your first time in Nigeria, right?
It's my first time.
So how's your experience been?
Super excited. The heat got me.
Okay, you get used to it.
I'm getting used to it now. It's been absolutely amazing. The experience has been great. I am yet to eat jollof rice.
Okay.
I've had puff puffs. I've had suya. It was amazing.
I'm sure it
and
was.
a few other things, and I really enjoyed them.
That's absolutely fantastic. As you could hear, you have loads and loads of fans here in Nigeria. What should we be expecting from your masterclass today?
Siba-liciousness all the way.
Okay.
I really love entertaining. I completely love entertaining. And one of my core things when I create recipes, especially recipes that I want people to make, is to make sure they're easy, accessible as much as possible, because remember my show is in over 130 countries, so it's not always possible. But I want everybody to try it. I take off all the jargon, all the, the words that we learned in culinary school, and make it simple, because food should be enjoyed, so is cooking should be enjoyed.
Yes, most definitely. Thank you so much for sitting with me. Let's not take too much of your time. Good luck with your masterclass.
Thank you.
Hello, Lagos. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Abisoye Balogu, and I'll be taking on the first masterclass of the day. Now, here with us is Chef Siba. Chef Siba started off her career on the Food Network, right? She started cooking healthy meals after her mother, who apparently is diabetic, encouraged her to make healthy meals. Now, in Lagos, we come with a different kind of energy. It's not the spray type of energy. I'm about to introduce to you a world-class chef who is about to blow our minds off, open up our palates and try different things. So when I say give a warm welcome to Chef Siba, I want to hear it loud. I want you to bring energy. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Chef Siba. Hello, Chef.
Hello. Thank
Welcome.
you.
We're about to make some
Nigeria.
magic here.
Woo! I'm so happy to be here. You have absolutely no idea. So on my traveling list, Nigeria was on the top. And when I got invited, I said to Nicole, who's my brand manager, we are going. So happy.
Welcome. So what's happening today? You have to tell us, because we're so excited. I'm sure many of us here haven't eaten. If you've eaten today, raise up your hand. See, nobody. No, we're ready. We're hungry. I mean, you have to feed us. So what are you doing today? What are you cooking?
So I'm making, usually when you do a masterclass, you'd make 1 or 2 things. But Miss Sibilicious always takes it to another level. I'm doing 3 dishes, which I'm going to take you through them. And it's purely for entertainment, or it's purely for a person who wants to learn to cook. I've got a few new ingredients that you might not be familiar with, but they're so big worldwide. And one of the things that I love doing is to making sure that we are always on top of trends when it comes to food. Can I tell you, food is the new fashion, baby. It is. It is. Food is the new fashion, so we keep it.
Talking about food being the new fashion, when is the food goes best with what? At what time, what period, what emotion do you think you should eat?
I think it goes best to your moods.
No, don't say that. Everyone is going to eat all the time.
But listen to this. There are times where, for instance, when I cook for my husband, Brian, who says hello, by the way.
Okay. Hi, Brian.
So there are times where if he's had a very hard day at work, I know exactly what to cook
Fantastic.
for him in order to pick his mood up.
Okay.
And there are times where I would really feel like something that my mother cooked for me as a child. So
Okay.
food is something that can transport you and transcend you,
Okay.
either to the past
Okay.
or take you to where you want to be. For instance, I made puff puffs before I came to
Ooh,
Nigeria.
really?
So it
Did you put some
transcended
nutmeg
me.
Did you put some nutmeg in the puff puff?
Yes.
Ah, okay, fantastic.
Yes.
That's how we like it.
We actually have something similar, but it's
Okay.
called amakwinya.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's get with cooking. What's the first meal of
So
the
the
day?
first thing I'm going to do is black ink pasta. Y'all don't freak out on me. All right. It's black ink pasta. The black food as a trend worldwide is one of the things that has taken the world by storm. Started in Australia with their food bloggers that side and really picked up, and it came even to the tip of Africa, where in our restaurants in South Africa you always see either black ink pasta, if not black ice cream cones and many other stuff. So I thought this is really something nice for me to incorporate and also teach people about, so that when they eat it in restaurant they can also make it at home. All it is, it's just pasta, normal pasta, that has been dyed and flavored by black ink, the squid, the ink that comes in the squid. That's all it is.
Okay.
All right, so that's
Now-
the first one.
No problem.
And
So-
it's with prawns.
Oh, with prawns. Okay, so we're going to get to that. And we're going to be taking questions from the audience.
Okay.
Now, because Chef Siba is very busy, you're going to be busy cutting, cooking, turning, mixing. I'll be your assistant happily. So I'll eat all the food. I'll try everything. So I'm going to help you with the process.
Thank
But let
you.
me just let you guys know. Chef Siba has put me under so much pressure to speak this phone that is not really, natural. So when you want to ask your questions, bring out your Nigerian accents. Don't try and, be speaking this phone. Let's just make it easy and fun, okay? Because we're going to have loads of fun. Chef Siba, what are we doing first?
Okay, so first is going to be the black ink pasta with the
Okay.
prawns. And I want to show you how it looks like in case you want to try it at home. We got this here in Nigeria.
Okay.
The chefs have been working so hard to find some of the ingredients, and the preps they did for me were excellent. I'm
So
very
they got this
happy.
here in Nigeria?
They got this
Oh,
here in
fantastic.
Nigeria.
Oh,
You
okay.
cook it exactly the same way as you would cook your pasta. And how I like to do it is not to cut the pasta in half, but rather cook it whole.
Okay.
So take this. Isn't it gorgeous?
Fantastic.
So when I did it for Siba's Table Season 3, and the black folks in South Africa said, Siba, you're feeding us snakes.
Honestly, it
It's
does
really
look funny.
It tastes really good. So you need
Okay.
some water, salt it,
Okay.
and then you just put it in, and then as the bottom cooks, you push it in, and then
Okay.
you have a long string of pasta compared to shorter bits.
Okay, for clarity, we already have the salt in the water, right?
Salt in the water.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yes. And did you know that we add oil in the water not to separate the pasta, but to prevent it from bubbling up?
Oh,
Did you know
okay.
that? Yeah.
Well,
Now
I mean,
you
when
know.
I put oil in the food, in water, for instance, it's just so it doesn't get all gummy together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if you have lots of water, you don't need the oil.
Oh, I
If
see.
you've got plenty of water, you don't need the oil, but you
Okay.
do need the oil in order to keep the foaming or the bubbling from overspilling.
fantastic.
Okay, perfect. Now the pasta is cooking, and I'm going
Do you
to
wanna take us through the
rest.
ingredients?
Yes, let me take you through this.
Okay.
So first, so they've made this for me, and this is how it looks once it's cooked.
It looks like warm.
It looks like worms.
Yeah, but I'm
It
sure it
doesn't
tastes
taste
good.
like. But if you really feel like it's freaking you out, I kid you not, in 2 years' time it will hit you and you'll say you saw it from Siba. All right, we've got some garlic, some ginger, I've got some parsley, some finely chopped, but I'm not going to use everything,
Okay.
some finely chopped chili pepper,
Okay.
some cashew nut. I need some tomato paste, but we'll use that. Let's see, and a little bit of butter, and then the rest is for garnish.
Ah, okay.
So come help me.
All right.
Let's do
sure,
this.
let's
So
go.
I'm going to do the sauce for the prawns. Let's put that on.
Okay, so I had said she's going to be busy cooking. So I'll take you through the step-by-step process of everything that she's doing. And I promise to do my best. I'm sorry, I'm not a chef, but I'll try my best, okay? All right, so what's going in now?
So olive oil, a little bit.
Okay.
And then I've got some peanut oil to go with it.
Okay.
And the guys made it from scratch. So what they did, they grounded some nuts, added a lot of cut normal oil, vegetable oil to it, and then it gets that flavor.
Ah, I see.
So I'm looking for that peanut flavor. So
And we couldn't just throw like the whole nuts in.
You can, but I find that the peanut oil has far more flavor, so you don't need a lot of nuts. And I am using nuts, but it's cashew nut, not peanuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
let me
in
help
that
you with
goes. Thank you. Let's get the wooden spoon. So in that goes.
I hope we're all paying attention, because for you to taste this food, you're going to have to take us through the ingredients from scratch. So if you're not paying attention, no food. And guys, lighten up, okay? It's cooking. It's a cooking session. It's not jam. Okay?
All right. I've got some very chopped, it must be finely chopped with the garlic.
Okay.
And grated ginger, because I want the flavor of the ginger. These often form the basis of my meals.
Ah, okay.
All right.
So the cashew nuts
Now the cashew nuts go in. I'm going to lightly brown them and let them get all the flavor from the garlic and the ginger.
Okay.
There's some Sriracha sauce. Should be somewhere there.
Oh,
Can I
let me
have
see.
some? Right to the back. Perfect. Who's worked with Sriracha before? Have you? So not so new after all.
Sriracha.
So Sriracha sauce,
it's there.
it's my new ketchup at home. So
What does
some
it taste
Sriracha
like?
sauce. It's a hot sauce.
It's hot, okay.
Fermented, hails from Japan. Really, really, really lovely.
Trust me, Nigerians like hot sauce, especially the people from the West, you know?
Can I get the story right? What's with the people from Ghana and Nigerians and jollof rice?
No,
really?
Chef Siba, no.
Like seriously?
Guys, Nigerian jollof or Ghanaian jollof? I'm sorry,
yeah,
what?
'cause we
What does that mean? Nigerian jollof or Ghanaian jollof? There you go. We're winning this. It's a win-win. I like it. Like it's won already. Sorry.
It's so funny. On Twitter, I will say, "Oh, I'm going to make a recipe inspired by jollof," and the peeps from Ghana be like, "Etsibam Tongana, please get it right. Jollof is from Ghana," and then we'll have the Nigerians going on my Twitter feed. I'm like, "Hello."
But have you tried the Nigerian jollof? Really?
I was supposed to yesterday, but the team promised. I'm looking at you. I cannot go home without trying it.
See, and you're going to be in trouble.
I want to try the
at the food court.
authentic one.
Yeah,
yes.
you need to try it. It's fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, so
All
you
right.
just put in the puree.
Some puree. If you don't have a puree like this one, this is just tomatoes that has been blended together.
okay.
So I just want to create a sauce with it.
Okay.
So in it goes. And then I'm going to finish it off slightly with a little bit of lemon, which goes very well with seafood.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
Some lemon goes very well with some seafood. Can I have some soy sauce, please?
Soy sauce.
Which is the last thing to finish this off.
Do you want to take questions?
I can take questions.
Okay. So, questions? Okay. We have a lady at the back. If you don't ask questions, no food for you. I promise you. No food. Can I get an assistant, please? Let's take questions. There's a lady at the back. What is it? It's coming out, okay?
A little bit of sugar or honey is the last thing I need, and this is perfect. Sauce done.
Okay. While you do this, can you tell us a little bit about your relationship with the Food Network? Because you're renowned. You're a renowned chef at the Food
Can
Network.
I tell you that I never applied for my position on Food Network?
Oh, really?
Pardon me. I had a show before Siba's table, and it was called Cooking with Siba.
Ooh.
Did you see that one? Did it come to Nigeria?
We have
It's
loads
much
of fans
smaller.
here.
It was before the kids and Brian. I had a show called Cooking with Siba. I was the drum food editor for for about 5 to 6 years. But before that, people actually don't know that I have a degree in food and consumer sciences, where I majored in food science and nutrition, and I did that for 4 years, so that's my background. A little bit more of my story. My mother did not want me to do food as a career. It was a very...
She wanted you to be a doctor or something, or
not
lawyer?
a doctor. She wanted me to be a lawyer. She
really?
wanted me to be a politician, because politics is very big in our country. Patricia, I'm going to ask you to help me with the pasta, please, darling. But I defied it. I did food as a career. So in here, oil and some
Siba,
butter.
hold on a second. So you put the butter, and then what is this?
So that's oil. Normal oil, olive oil.
Normal oil. Okay.
Normal olive oil, some butter. And I'm going to add some garlic and ginger again, because those are the basis of my meals.
Okay.
So I did food. I asked my parents to allow me to do it for at least 1 year out of the 4-year degree. And I said, if I don't have good grades, I will come back and I'll be a lawyer, as they wanted me to be. I did that, and I had a bursary. I was one of the top students at university. And I got a bursary from the Department of Agriculture. I got my first job as assistant lecturer. I'll have the prawns next, please. There they are, thanks.
So yesterday, we were told that the prawns are not supposed to cook for too long.
Not
so what is
long
the
at
cooking
all.
time for the prawns?
Give me the raw ones.
The
Thanks.
raw ones, okay. So what's the cooking time normally?
Cooking time with prawns, it depends how big they are. Our prawns are much smaller than yours. Ours is much smaller, but yours are much bigger, so it depends on how long. You should look, food is all about observing, and that's the beauty about cooking, is that you can see it, and you see the process as it changes. You see, can you see?
Here, please?
Are these normal prawns? This is abnormal prawns. This is too big.
These are the expensive prawns, actually.
Yay. All right, so seasoning is very important for you to add it as you cook the prawns, otherwise it will be very hard for you to get the flavor in.
Okay, so that's some soy sauce.
Soy sauce. You can also use just normal salt, it will really do. Can you see? Can you start the camera for there? So, it was gray when it went in, but now it's starting to change the color from the gray to the orange, pinky color. Can you see? So that's the observation you need to make sure.
Oh, I see the orange.
Can you see? Yes.
I see it.
So these ones, under norm, you'd cook prawns for 1 minute, 2 minutes, maximum 5 minutes, depending on how big they are. So these one, I would say 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
All right, now to finish my story.
Okay.
So went in, so was a drum food editor, did all of that. I never applied for my position at Food Network. They were looking for local lady in South Africa to be part of the channel. And they saw me on Cooking with Siba in London, and they had hunted me for this, and I guess the rest is history. I've been with them for 6 years now, and it's been amazing.
Fantastic. Well done. Okay, so, and you had said, remember your mom said she wanted you to be a lawyer, but then you went on to do the cooking thing. So would you advise that you just go for your passion and not bother with like pressurized education? You know, when people feel pressured to do something, might as well just go for their passion, right?
It's a very hard one, to be honest, because that's what I did. But my mother is a teacher, and she never would have allowed me to take any career without formal education. So I still had to go to university.
Okay.
So I really advocate for education, because it is a basis in which we can form our foundation. These are done. It is a basis in which we can form our foundation, and that's really, really, really important. I would say passion is great. You have to be passionate in what you're doing, because nobody needs to push you. Nobody pushes me to do what I do. I wake up every morning and I really do what I love. And it's easy for the juices to flow, the creative juices to flow naturally, because I love it. But I don't only have one passion. I would have been great at teaching, for instance. I would have been great. Not
I
much
think you
as
would
a lawyer.
have been a good model as well. You're just modeling on
I
the runway.
did. You know, in my early days, I was a model.
Oh, see?
In my early days, I did modeling. It was a part-time job to get me by university fees. I
The
enjoyed
pasta
it.
is looking good.
Cool. So we've got the prawns, which are cooked. We've got the sauce. And now we've got the pasta. Nico, oh no, Patricia, can I have the prawns, please? The starter.
Yeah.
Thanks. So all it is now assembling everything together and plating it. Do you think this was easy? Do you think you can make it? I think so.
Okay,
Cool.
One
So
take a
it's
question.
the pasta.
Should we take a question? Oh, okay. Just
So
put in the
mix it
sauce.
in. Yep. And I'll need the tongs, please. And tip for moms, I'm a mother of little kids, always make sure that the pan is on the side so when they run around, they never knock it off, all right? Very
Okay.
important. So this is how it looks like once it is done. You can serve it warm or you can serve it cold, and I usually do this for my canapes. At home, our prawns are much smaller, and we usually use smaller glasses, but I have found that everything in Nigeria is bigger. And I am accepting that bigger is better. Oh, I just need the accent, oh. That's all. Bigger is better for
Trust
sure.
me. Siba, if you put O at everything you say, you got it. You got the
Oh,
accent. Yeah.
okay,
Just
perfect.
O. Mhm, yeah.
Perfect. Now, with the tongs or a fork, I'm going to twirl this.
In
It
goes.
can be a messy business, but you can do a wipe. There we go.
Yeah.
And then you need some leaves.
What is it? What?
So these are spinach leaves.
Spinach, yeah.
You can also mix it with some rocket. Let me get nice rocket.
Okay.
And it's a wild rocket which gives it a nice peppery color, peppery flavor, sorry. All right. Now for the prawns.
prawns are going
This
in.
is slightly hot. I'm going to wait for them to finish, and then I'm going to put it on. So I'm going to wait for them to cool. And then, so I'm going to place that, and then once it's cooled down, I'm going to finish it off. That's the first one done.
Oh, okay.